It's hard to resist that rich, sweet taste, and we often can't help but want to share a little with our furry friends when they look up at us with those big, adorable eyes. But trust me, sharing your chocolate bar with your dog is not worth the risk. Chocolate contains a chemical called theobromine. Theobromine is a stimulant that can be toxic to dogs because they metabolize it much more slowly than humans. Even a small amount of chocolate can be dangerous for dogs, and the darker the chocolate, the more theobromine it contains, making it even more hazardous. Symptoms of chocolate toxicity in dogs include vomiting, diarrhea, excessive thirst, panting, hyperactivity, restlessness, and muscle tremors. In severe cases, it can cause seizures, heart arrhythmias, and even death. The severity of the symptoms depends on how much chocolate your dog ingests. But the best thing you can do is keep chocolate completely out of their reach. No matter how much your dog begs for a bite, remember, it's for their own good. If your dog eats chocolate, it's crucial to contact your veterinarian immediately. They will guide you on the necessary steps to take, such as inducing vomiting or providing other treatments to help your dog. Grapes and raisins. Next up, we have grapes and raisins. These little snacks might seem harmless, but for your dog, they can be incredibly dangerous. Grapes and raisins are toxic to dogs, but we still don't fully understand why. Even a small amount can cause kidney failure, which can be life-threatening. The symptoms of grape or raisin toxicity in dogs include vomiting, diarrhea, loss of appetite, lethargy, and decreased urination. In severe cases, it can lead to kidney failure, which is often fatal if not treated quickly. The scariest part about grapes and raisins is that it's not always predictable which dogs will have a reaction, and it doesn't take much to cause harm. If you suspect your dog has eaten grapes or raisins, it's crucial to contact your vet right away. They may induce vomiting and monitor your dog's kidney function. Be extra cautious when leaving snacks out, and make sure grapes and raisins are always kept well out of your dog's reach. Onions and garlic. Let's talk about onions and garlic, which might surprise you. These foods are commonly used in many human dishes, and you might think they're harmless for your dog too. However, onions and garlic contain compounds called thiosulfates that can cause oxidative damage to your dog's red blood cells. These cells are responsible for carrying oxygen throughout the body, so damaging them can lead to a condition called anemia. Even small amounts of onions and garlic can be harmful, and the effects can be cumulative over time. If your dog eats a significant amount of these foods, it can cause weakness, lethargy, pale gums, rapid breathing, and even collapse. The danger is even higher for smaller dogs, because it takes less to affect their system. You might not realize that many human foods contain small amounts of onion or garlic powder, such as soups, sauces, and even some baby food. Always check the ingredients list of any food you plan to give your dog, and avoid feeding them table scraps that may contain onions or garlic. Avocados. Avocados are another food that's popular among humans, but can be harmful to dogs. While avocados are packed with healthy fats and nutrients for humans, they contain a substance called persin, which is toxic to dogs. Persin is found in the fruit's pit, skin, and leaves, and although it doesn't cause harm to humans in small amounts, it can lead to vomiting and diarrhea in dogs. Even though some dogs might tolerate small amounts of avocado flesh, it's not worth the risk. The pit and skin also pose a choking hazard, so it's best to keep avocados off your dog's menu entirely. Instead, you can share other healthy fruits and vegetables that are safe for dogs, like apples without seeds, carrots, and blueberries. Alcohol. This one's a no-brainer, but it's worth repeating. Alcohol is extremely dangerous for dogs. While alcohol affects the central nervous system of humans, it has an even more potent effect on dogs because they are smaller and metabolize alcohol differently. Even a small amount of alcohol can cause intoxication in dogs, leading to symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, disorientation, lack of coordination, and difficulty breathing. In severe cases, alcohol poisoning can lead to coma and even death. Never give your dog any alcoholic beverages, and be careful about leaving drinks unattended where they might get to them. If your dog consumes alcohol, contact your vet immediately for guidance on how to treat the poisoning. Caffeine. We all need a little pick-me-up sometimes, But caffeine is not the way to go for your dog. Just like chocolate, caffeine is a stimulant that dogs metabolize differently than humans, and it can be toxic. Caffeine is found in coffee, tea, soda, energy drinks, and even some medications. When dogs ingest caffeine, it can cause restlessness, hyperactivity, rapid breathing, increased heart rate, tremors, and seizures. The severity of these symptoms depends on the amount consumed, but caffeine poisoning can be life-threatening. Keep your coffee, tea, and energy drinks well out of reach, and if you suspect your dog has ingested caffeine, contact your vet immediately. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts might seem like a tasty treat for humans, but for dogs, they can cause serious health issues. While we don't fully understand why macadamia nuts are toxic to dogs, they contain a toxin that can affect dogs differently than other animals. Even a small amount can cause weakness, muscle tremors, vomiting, elevated body temperature, hypothermia, and lack of coordination. The good news is that macadamia nut poisoning is rarely fatal, but it's still important to keep these nuts away from your dog. If your dog ingests macadamia nuts, contact your veterinarian immediately. They may need to monitor your dog for signs of poisoning and provide supportive care if necessary. Xylitol. Xylitol is a sugar substitute found in many sugar-free foods, drinks, medications, and oral care products. While it's safe for humans, it's extremely toxic to dogs. When your dog consumes xylitol, it causes a rapid release of insulin, which leads to a dangerous drop in blood sugar known as hyperglycemia. Symptoms of xylitol poisoning include vomiting, weakness, lethargy, seizures, and liver failure. If you suspect your dog has eaten something containing xylitol, it's crucial to contact your vet immediately. Many sugar-free products such as gum, candy, and baked goods contain xylitol, so be extra careful to keep these items out of your dog's reach. Cooked bones. We all know that dogs love bones, but cooked bones are a big no-no. While raw bones can be a healthy and safe chew for your dog, cooked bones are brittle and can easily splinter, posing a serious choking hazard. These splinters can also cause damage to your dog's digestive system, leading to blockages or tears in the esophagus, stomach, or intestines. This can be extremely painful and even life-threatening. Stick to raw bones that are large enough that your dog can't swallow them whole, and always supervise your dog when they're chewing on any type of bone. If you're unsure about which bones are safe, consult your vet for recommendations. Fatty meat scraps. We all love spoiling our dogs with treats, but fatty meat scraps are a recipe for disaster. Whether cooked or uncooked, fat trimmings can trigger pancreatitis, an inflammation of the pancreas. The pancreas is responsible for producing digestive enzymes, and when it becomes inflamed, it can cause symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, loss of appetite, lethargy, and fever. Pancreatitis can range from mild to severe, and in some cases, it can be fatal. Avoid giving your dog fatty scraps from your plate, and be mindful of the fat content in any treats you give them. Stick to lean cuts of meat and dog-safe treats to keep your dog healthy and avoid unnecessary health problems. Keep those tails wagging. So there you have it, 10 common foods you should never feed your dog. Remember, your dog relies on you to keep them safe, healthy, and happy. By being aware of these potentially dangerous foods, you can help ensure that your dog lives a long, happy, and tail-wagging life. Share this information with your friends and family who have dogs, and let's all do our part to keep our furry companions safe. And as always, if you're ever unsure about something your dog has eaten, or if you're worried about their health, don't hesitate to contact your vet. They are your best resource for keeping your dog happy and healthy. Until next time, take care.